Hey gamers, stay tuned for the next episode of the Friday's Game Group for Days Long Gone. Hey gamers, welcome back to Game Master's Dungeon. I am Brian, your Game Master, and today we're going to see what happens in this next episode for Days Long Gone with the Friday Game Group. We're going to start it off with a recap, and then we're going to jump right in. So let's get into it. All right, so let's start with a recap. Last game, what happened?
Let's see. Uh, I was able to figure out that they're making some sort of energy generator. They kind of
Mm-hmm.
just have parts for the frame so far, and what they need is the core. Um, and then Amon had a vision of them stealing something that I'm just gonna presume is what they're gonna use as the core. Um, so now we have a plan to bug it by sending Mordecai in because he could kind of ghost through.
Yeah,
He's
because
gonna
he could
put a
have
bug
ghost through
on it.
walls.
Yeah, he's gonna put a bug on it, and then they'll take it, and we'll find them. But that'll probably go wrong. So, you know,
Oh,
Everything
maybe,
goes sideways.
maybe I don't know. Yeah, it could go well, it could go bad. You know, we're gonna have to see as we go on.
The dice will
Yes.
decide.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if it's like Thursday's game. Yeah, it's gonna be just crits and high rolls everywhere. So, so that's kind of where we left off. So Punch Drunk, I know you made tracking device, correct?
yeah,
Yeah. So you did it quick because you didn't know like Amon's vision. Like it was obviously of the future, but you don't know how far. Is it an hour, a day, a week? You don't know how far in the future. So you crafted one pretty quick. And then you plan to get it on the thing, and then make multiple receivers, right? So then you can
right,
kind of work on tracking it down.
right.
Okay. So yeah, so this is where we're going to pick up. Where did you guys leave off? Oh yeah, you were in
We're in Punch Drugs. What was it? House? Apartment?
his garage.
Garage.
His garage. So it's probably I think it's probably like midday, noon ish, I think. Or it was like morning time, morning early afternoon. Because I remember you guys waking up and wanting like hot chocolate, but there was only coffee and stuff like that. But now, like, so after the vision and making the tracking device, it's probably around noonish.
All right, lunchtime.
You're like, sweet.
I got chicken, got ground turkey, got vegetables, and I got rice.
You ever need to make a BLT?
I No, I don't really have any bacon or bread, Try to eat healthy, gotta stay in shape,
Mm,
Uh,
okay. Don't know if I can
punch,
trust a man who
punch.
doesn't have any bacon, but
I mean, you could go to the store, get some bacon if you want.
whatever. I'll just go with what you have here.
What is it, like oatmeal? You have like oatmeal and black coffee?
Well, that was for breakfast. I got just like chicken breasts and ground turkey and like vegetables and rice, you know,
Oh, yeah.
health food,
Mm-hmm.
protein
Definitely
powder.
understandable. You know, you can't be out fighting crime, being all out of shape. That
Yeah,
would just not be good at all. That's that's the way to get you beat up. All
exactly.
right. So you guys prep some lunch, and then what?
Nope. I
Have
got
we heard anything on the news about the recent events? Is there anything new or?
No, not really. You would assume that there would be, but it's surprisingly quiet about most of the stuff. Like as you're maybe like while you're eating, you guys are like watching the news. Several news channels. Just to kind of see what is going on out there in the city, and it's surprisingly mundane. You probably figure that somebody's put a lid on stuff, certain things being
Probably someone
said.
high up put a gag order on all the local news stations. Gotcha.
To not, probably not to incite a panic or cause any more issues while the SPD and law enforcement get things under control.
Well, I guess it's time to put this plan into action, guys.
All right. If it's a trap, let's bring the trap.
So let's run it down real quick. Mordecai's gonna walk through the walls and plant it, while Frostfang and Amon are gonna run a distraction to kind of take off some of the heat from him. Do I need to do anything specific, or?
I mean, what are you planning to do during this time?
I mean, I was thinking I could hang out on a rooftop nearby, put out my drone, and listen in on their radios, because I could get into their radio frequencies with it. That way, I could kind of hear what the SPD is talking about, and if I hear like, oh shit, there's a wizard man walking through our walls, get him, then we know we have to go get him and save him,
I guess eyes in the sky doesn't hurt.
Sounds legit. I mean, sounds like a pretty good plan. Now, what kind of we're talking about distraction? What are we talking about here?
I really don't know.
Gotta get the SPD's attention as quick as possible. So I'm probably gonna show up there in werewolf form, and then just kind of right in front of their front doors, just I don't know, maybe pick up a few cars and throw it at the building. Cause a big scene.
Oh, so let's kind of maybe keep the property damage under control.
Yeah, that's
Wouldn't want that
kinda
happening
dangerous,
to
man.
my car.
Well, don't park nearby then.
Vandalism, you scoundrel!
Yeah, how dare I?
Why don't you just breathe your ice breath around and like not even actually hit anything? Worst thing you do is like put down a couple of ice slicks,
But what if he kills the grass in the front lawn?
Well, that's
I'd probably have to pay for that grass, wouldn't I?
Then they're gonna have like brown patches for like weeks until they can get some new seed and all that stuff.
grass is pretty hardy actually. Like it comes back after every winter.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe we could just I don't know, make a practical joke with the guards, like so they get fed up with us and try to I don't know, get us and punish us for something while the guys are inside there.
It
Something
did draw their fire
not
last time.
destructive.
I don't know. We're going to be in the heart of SPD territory. I don't think something non-destructive is going to cut it.
I think just being a big wolf in SPD territory will be enough to get attention.
All right. We've weathered a lot with this here wolf man, so I don't want to, see him go down.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I'm
will be
not
there to
looking
support
to,
you.
I'm not looking to mildly inconvenience the SPD here.
Right, exactly.
Be a nuisance.
Yeah, let me just go in front of the SPD and like start jaywalking or something. That will get everyone's attention.
Oh no, get him!
As a werewolf, you're just all like, he's jaywalking, get him!
911.
You know, the guy in the guard shack like hits the buzzer, whoop, whoop, just...
That
they just-
is mahogany. All right, so I guess that means we need to get ready to go then.
So you fill your bellies with healthy foods, rice and chicken, broccoli.
Yeah.
Drink it down with some black coffee.
Yeah.
So then Mordecai, you're given the tracker, the little, you got it. You put it in your overcoat pocket.
All right, hey, Punch Drunk, give me a rundown on this thing. Just press it and go, or
Yeah, just kind of stick it on and it should just turn on,
all right, does it have to be on some metal, or does it matter?
It's got like just a piece of just a wad of Gorilla Glue on the back.
Gotcha. So
if I
just
made it
adhesive,
to,
got it.
if I made it to like attach to just metal, what if it's not made of metal or a non-magnetic material?
All right, good thinking. Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
so just a adhesive strip on the back. Got it.
Yeah. And,
Awesome.
Yeah, just press down. You'll feel like the button depress. There's no like blinking light or anything that'll tell you it's on, but when you'll feel it. You'll feel the click.
Gotcha. Awesome. Sounds good.
I also might recommend to not just put that thing somewhere like obvious on the core.
Right, kind of try to
Maybe,
conceal
like,
it.
Yeah, conceal it somewhere if you can.
Actually,
Smart.
I think you should put it somewhere really obvious so they think it's just part of the machine. You gotta think two steps
No.
ahead.
No, I don't like that idea.
Just bring some extra like blue poster tack, just in case you really got to get it up underneath there.
Yeah, good thinking.
All right, so you got what you need, and you're like, all right, so how are you going to get there?
I was gonna drive.
Well, obviously, I'm talking about Mordecai.
I guess I could fly. Really fast flyer now, so I don't know.
Should probably walk the last few blocks.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll fly, kind of keeping low in between buildings and stuff like that, and like building hop basically until I get to the last few blocks.
How far away is this place from us exactly?
Oh, I don't know. What did I say last time? I don't remember.
Okay, I think it's about within 16 miles, but it's still pretty far.
Yeah, it's probably like it's like way downtown, so it's probably like 7 or 8 miles away.
7 or 8 miles, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
So John, how are you gonna get there?
I'm gonna go wolf form and go across the rooftops there.
All right.
I can run and leap pretty fast, so I should be there without issue very quickly.
Okay. So I guess Amon will just sit back seat with me.
Yeah, I would say I would piggyback the Wolfman here, but well, going by bike it's not that bad either.
Plus, it looks less inconspicuous. 2 guys on a bicycle or motorcycle, I should say, not a bicycle.
That would be kind of conspicuous. If it was a bicycle.
No, it's one of those
Yeah.
2-seaters. Where both.
It's a
people have to
tandem
pedal
bike,
and-
yeah.
Then I would have to play like some epic music as you guys are pedaling up there.
Yeah, like some circus music.
You-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da.
Yeah, there you go. You got it. For like 30 minutes as it takes you to bike there. All right, so you guys get the plan set up, and you guys decide to head out. So Mordecai, you leave first, probably to get into position. Because I'm assuming then you're gonna get in position, and once you hear the distraction,
Right.
that's when you're gonna make your move. Okay. All right. So Mordecai, your trip to like within several blocks is pretty uneventful. You're able to stay between buildings and avoid being seen. Obviously, I'm assuming then if you get into an area where like it's pretty congested with people, which as you get downtown it is, you maybe take a few more detours just to stay out of sight.
Gotcha.
Punch Drunk, Amon, you guys get on the motorcycle and you guys just, you're being, good citizens. You're following the traffic laws, using your signals, all that stuff just to remain inconspicuous.
Right.
Brassfang, now you, jumping from building to building. So obviously, buildings are of different levels and different heights. I'm assuming you try to stay on the tallest of buildings, correct?
Yeah.
So as people like down, because, most people this day and age, 2024, most people are going to be looking down anyway, like people do nowadays.
At their
'Cause
phones, yeah.
Yeah, nobody looks up past, past their forehead anymore. So it's pretty easy for you to get to where you need to go. Obviously, you avoid like office buildings that have like the big glass windows where you could just be seen. But you all end up getting into position. So now Punch Drunk and Amon, where do you park the bike, or where do you stop the bike?
I would want to go like a place where I could see the compound, but it's like also kind of far away. Like someplace I could get on a building, look down, and kind of like at least be able to make out John
Mm-hmm.
as he does whatever he's gonna do.
His jaywalking.
Yeah. So like like flying as close as I can. That's safe.
Okay. So you find a pretty good spot to park the bike, and then there's several buildings that are like the area between like the front, like the big gates. Like this is a big, huge fenced, almost walled compound. They have 3 ways into the compound, like different entrances. You guys come in from the south, and from like where the gate is, there's not a whole. It's not like there's like buildings and you cross the street, then there's the compound. It's like there's this huge area of almost like dead space, kind of around it. So, you get to an area where you can get on pretty much the closest building without being observed by the people in the building and around. But then you can look down on the compound, and then you can fly the drone from up there with unimpeded vision.
Right.
Now let's go to Amon and Frostfang. So you guys are there. So what do you do? Take us through this here.
Okay. So, man, so you want to start big, or I don't know?
I'm gonna start big.
Oh boy,
Go big or go home.
I better get some cover.
So you said we're at the south entrance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure there's a whole bunch of cars and stuff. Like, are they like parked on the sideway? Or are there any like, the trees that decorate the sidewalk sometimes? Is there anything like that?
Yeah, there's like at the street, there's some cars parked, and it's about like 100. It's about 100 yards, like a big driveway that leads up to like the front gate. And then there's like trees and bushes, and it's well landscaped around the place.
We had communication devices, right, with each other.
No, just cell phones.
All right.
Why didn't we make earpieces? This is dumb.
Yeah. I guess I'll. I don't know if
we
Mordecai's
could
ready for the.
at least come up with like a
distraction,
hand
yeah.
signal.
So I guess I'll call Mordecai real quick and just tell him to send me a message whenever he wants the distraction. Because we didn't leave together, so I don't know where he is or if he's even ready yet. And I'll just I'll just wait in a nearby like alleyway until I get the message in wolf form.
All
So
right, 10-4.
You send your text message with the let me know when you're ready and the winky emoji or whatever would be appropriate.
We should probably set up like a group chat. So we all get the same messages
Then I'll
when we get back.
while I'm waiting to hear from Mordecai's go signal, I'll ask Amon if he has any good ideas, or is he just gonna take cover?
Well, if there are multiple entrances, I could try to get their attention. Like you get them here, I get them at another place, or I could just say, "Oh no, there's a guy attacking here! Please come help!" And then I'm basically helping getting more people here.
Well, there's definitely going to be plenty of people to who will see what's going on. So if you wanted to maybe go to the west entrance and cause a scene there and try to get there, whoever's inside split between what's going on in the south, what's going on in the west, that might work better. That also might make it to get away if their concentration is split.
Okay, I will do this.
Uh,
So I'm going to the west entrance.
Son Loki, you have like
And of course,
tactics as a skill, right?
yep.
I don't know. Maybe like Brian, would you let have him use that to like predict how the guards will move or something? Maybe.
Sure. If he wants to roll it, we'll see what he gets, and then I can give him maybe some insight in here.
Oh, nice. It's because I'm not always like, how the heck am I going to use this skill to something useful? And then I don't ask to Brian, but
I know, just use get help.
Nice.
oh man.
But it's embarrassing. But it works every time.
Of course, I am the strategist. I know when to call help. Come on, that's my job.
Well, we'll see how well you roll. We'll see if it is your job. Well, this is going to be the first roll of the game. This is going to set the precedent. Okay.
There we go.
All right. It's going to be one of these games. All right. So, yeah. So, with a 31, so you definitely, you take a moment and you think. You scratch the chin as you stare off into space for a moment with squinting the eyes. And you're like, all right. You find that it would be better if the two of you stayed at the one entrance, and maybe if you the whole get thing was kind of a joke, but kind of not. That maybe if you play the part of a victim to lower the guard, so to speak, of the people manning the gatepost. He's saying, "Oh, hey, there's something going on down here," or however you would want to say it, and then you could divert their attention to that threat while you play the helpless fool or whatever. And then this is where Frostfang, then he can kind of show up and be like, his big monstery wolf. And then you definitely know that once he shows up, that they will probably come out in force, raising alarms and all that business.
All right. So, Frost, my buddy, I think I have an idea. So, I'll make myself as I'm a victim and try to get them here, and then you just start doing your wolfy things, and like her, oh yeah, and start.
Why am I typing that?
Sorry, what kind of werewolf signs? Let me hear it again.
Oh, he doesn't want to repeat it. It was that good. So, but yeah, so Frostfang, you would know. So I'm not really I'm not really kind of describing like a hostage situation.
Yeah, I didn't mean like I'm gonna kill it, but like you know, if I'm in wolf form and then I kind of had Amon like in my hands as a civilian, as kind of like not really a hostage, but like a civilian in danger.
Mm-hmm.
The damsel in distress.
Yeah, if they would take that any more seriously.
Again. Dang it.
Yeah, obviously they would. Especially you being in your werewolf form. You know that their tactics would probably be to attempt to surround and contain you. But then, well, don't you have your knowledge or whatever, your expertise? Where's your character sheet? Okay, where are you?
Yeah, I have expertise SPD.
Yeah, you want to roll that? Yeah, let's roll that right quick here. Let's see, is it gonna be one of these games? Yeah, you know, you also know that if the situation deems take you down and lose the hostage, that situation like that have come up and they're willing to take that gamble.
Oh, yikes!
Oh man.
All right, so
it's kind of like it's like on like a threat level, you know.
All right,
like it's like if they don't stop you, like, and the threat's going to be too big, like let's contain it now and just deal with the repercussions, you know. Then the whole spinning stories and all this.
Collateral damage be damned.
They look like a danger, but not too much of a danger.
All right, Amon. So you just run up there and cry wolf.
Okay. Just don't grab me and start being crazy, please. I don't want to die.
Well, you don't want to you don't want to like go up there with like him in your mouth, like a big dog. All right, so that's the plan then. So Amon's gonna go up to the gatehouse, try to be like, oh my god, this thing is causing a scene over here or whatever, and get him to focus on you.
Right.
Okay. So then Amon, now if they leave you there, or maybe they just leave you with like one or two people and they send a force out to deal with Frostfang, what are you going to do then? You're just going to continue the ruse?
Yeah, I can't sneak up even if I tried. So yeah, I'm just keep playing the victim and trying to get as much attention as I can.
Okay.
If I get an idea, I'll tell you.
Okay. All right. So you guys kind of talk amongst yourselves, and you're like, okay, yeah, all right, good. So then you guys are kind of like standing there, and he, Frostfang just kind of like pats you on the back, and you're just like puffing out the chest. Then you step out of the alleyway. All right, describe what you're doing. This is gonna be fantastic.
I start running like I'm crazy, like ah.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him get 50, 100 feet in front of me, and then I'm gonna come out of the alleyway and kind of look around. If there's any civilians nearby, I kind of just want to like growl at them or roar at them and chase them off, but not really go after them. And then make my way into the middle of the street.
Okay. All right, so Amon, so you kind of come running out, and you see that there's people, walking down the street and, doing their thing. So you come running out, and you're hooting and hollering and making a big scene, and people, like, look up at you. But naturally, people just look at you like, what's going on? Like, what is this guy's problem? So you go running, like, Do you like stop and look both ways before you run across the street, or you just go running out in the street?
Me or Amon?
Amon.
Of course, I'm going to look to both sides before crossing the street. I don't want to die like for an idiot thing like getting hit by a car while I'm making them. I'm thinking I'm a victim. Come on, it would be so.
Oh man, you ruined my
It
whole
wouldn't-
plan.
It would be
You
really
scratched
cool.
that off the notes.
But I don't want to die. Only if I get a hero points, then I can think about it.
He just goes running out there. I'm like, okay, roll stamina or roll toughness. Why? He just got hit by a car. Boof! There he goes. You're like, goes the bus. All right, so yeah, so you go running out there. You're like yelling. Like as you're like yelling, you're looking like you're not making it look like you're stopping and looking. While you're yelling, like you're looking several directions while you're yelling, like in a panic. And then you see an opening, and then you just go running across the street. Then you start like running up the main like the main entryway, like the little road that goes to the gate. You're just like running like wah! Hands over the head. Let's make a deception. Let's see how well you play the damsel in distress.
Oh man, I should have dropped deception.
This is gonna be fantastic.
All right.
Wow. Okay, I'm pretty bad at it.
This is where Amon's gonna buy one of those shirts.
You luck hero point, you know, maybe. You got any of those?
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to use them up now. Maybe.
All right, so before I tell you what happens, final decision: you reroll or no?
Wait, let me roll till I see if I reroll.
No.
So if you roll again, you're gonna spend a hero point or your luck point or whatever you have that allows you to reroll.
Okay, I'm going to reroll. I'm going to use my hero point.
Okay, good luck.
Please. I
So that would
got a
actually
3
be it.
on no I get an 8 on the dice. These
So-
means I get an 18. So
Yeah.
this means I get a 21. Okay.
21. Okay, much better. All right. So at first you were gonna be running up there like it was some kind of comedy sketch. I oh my god, they were gonna be like, what's going on here? But now you actually look like you're genuinely in distress. So you go like running up there. You're like tears are coming out of your eyes. Like you just look like a hot mess. And so there's 4 guys manning the gate. There's 1 guy in the little shack. Then there's 2 guys like standing like directly in front of the gate, and there's 1 guy on the other side of the gate, like on the inside. So they kind of like pull up their weapons in like a ready position, not pointing at you, but at like a ready position. So you kind of go running up and you just kind of fall in front of them. You're like, ah. Okay, so what do you say?
Please help me. It's a monster. Ah! He wants to rip me to shreds. Ah! And like I point towards Frostfang, like, don't let him get me. Don't let him getting close to me, please.
All right, Frostfang. So what do you do?
Okay, so at this point, if there's any nearby trees or parking meters, empty cars, I'm going to pick up trees and the parking meters and just rip them out of the ground and start chunking them at the SPD building. Do I recognize any cars that might belong to the SPD along the sidewalk here?
No. All of these just look like standard civilian vehicles. So when you come out of the alleyway, right, you do see people that are like looking in Amon's direction. So you just kind of come out and you start making some noise or whatever. Then people like look at you. Then people start like running away, like scared.
Yeah. Pick up a few trees, parking meters, throw it at the SPD building. If there's empty cars like on the sidewalk, I'd probably like flip them over. If there's any like incoming cars my way, I just want to get out there and like block the road and then shoot my ice breath up into the sky as like a, you better turn around right now kind of thing.
All right. So you go out there, people start running, you grab like a parking meter, it breaks off and you just start like swinging it around, you throw it, you go out in the street, cars are like trying to avoid you, you're blowing your frost breath in the air, people are like getting out of their vehicles and running away. You go up like over to like on the road there, you just you flip over a car or whatever. So the guards they see you and then they look over there. Then Frostbane comes out and does his thing. Then you see him, the one guy in the shack. He hits an alarm. Then you hear this whoop, whoop, this big this loud siren go over the complex. Then you see like the guy hits the button to open the gate. A couple other guys kind of come out. They got their guns like pointed and aimed. They're still relatively far away from you because you're just down like right there at the edge of the street, coming up the driveway, so to speak. But then you see there's like one of their big vans. After a few moments, there like comes out, is like coming out of the compound.
Am I hearing anything over the radio?
So yeah, they're talking about there's a giant werewolf, a white werewolf causing a scene out in front of the south entrance that they need like containment teams like ASAP, kind of hurried. And then there's like somebody that sounds like they're like in charge or whatever is like barking orders and get the situation under control, get this thing captured, that kind of stuff.
Do I see the van coming my way out of the south entrance?
Yeah, you can see it. It's like down, like through the gate. It's like coming. It comes around a corner on the inside, then it's like driving toward you. It's like one of their big vans. It's probably got like a whole squad of guys in there. So like 10 dudes.
I want to rip out like a tree or another parking meter or like a fire hydrant or something. And just throw it at the van.
All right, so it's like still relatively far away, but then Amon, these guys kind of get you. They're not super gentle, but they kind of get you up off the ground or whatever, and they kind of they like set you like in the little guard shack with the guy that's in there. They set you on his chair or whatever as he's kind of like sitting like staring out the little window. What's going on? He does, he's got his weapon kind of at the ready. You see the van is coming, like then it passes like the gate.
Who they put in the guard shack?
I'm on.
Okay.
They kind of just picked him up and set him in there. It's not like it doesn't have like the door isn't closed. It's just like open so guy can come in and out. But then so the van is coming out, and then as the van is coming out, the guards that were there on foot, they start like alongside the van, kind of like jogging next to it as they're coming down that way. So you rip out there's another parking meter on this side, like you kind of pick it up and you just like you throw it like a like a big stick, and it let's see, make an attack roll. We'll see if you can actually hit the van with it.
Okay, so this is range, so this would be a dexterity throw.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Nice.
Oh fuck.
All right, I got my first customer for my shirt. All right, here we go. So yeah, you're just like you just throw it like a bad boomerang. It just lands off in the grass. You're just like thinking to yourself, well, that sucked.
I threw it like 4 feet in front of me.
You're just like, yeah, it like lands and it rolls and it's just like 10 feet away. You're like, You're like, all right, speed bump. Yep, one of those games. There you go. You got it. All right, so now, Mordecai, you can hear sirens, like the alarm going off.
Can I see where the commotion's headed towards, or?
So from where you're at, like the sound, like the siren kind of resonates through the whole compound, but the like on the north side of the compound is where the their like R&D building is where you're going. So that's kind of where you're off to. But you do kind of hear commotion going in the opposing direction down to the south end.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start making my way over to the other building. I'm gonna do it kind of try to keep a low profile, but make it to where it I seem, because I'm assuming that there's other people running towards that area, right?
Really kind of from where you're at, there's not a whole lot of, because this side doesn't have an entrance. This area actually has like a higher like solid wall, not like the regular kind of like, not like chain link, but something a little more sturdy, but something you can still kind of see through. This has a more solid wall that encompasses the back third of the compound, and then it goes around to like a not as solid wall. So you're gonna need, you can't see through the wall. You need to go through the wall to get inside the compound, and then. Gotcha. So you just kind of come up, and then there's not a whole lot of stuff going on here in the back. It's a pretty wide area between any other kind of civilization to here. It's kind of meant to be that way, so there's nothing really going on in the back. They don't want people just kind of like milling around, smoking cigarettes, leaning up against the wall or whatever. So there's really nobody back here. So you're able to kind of just phase through the wall, and you don't really see anybody roaming around this back section.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and walk up to the wall, kind of lean my back up against it, look up and down just to double check that nobody's there before just pushing myself through the wall, make it to the other side. You said that's where I don't really see anything, or?
So this would be the wall from like the exterior wall before you get into the compound. So you go through the wall, you just kind of phase through. Now you're like inside the compound. So there's a grass area. There's like pathways that lead to different buildings and stuff like that. Think of it like maybe kind of like a college campus.
Right, the kind of courtyard in the center. Gotcha.
Yeah, lead to these different buildings or whatever. And then you don't really see anybody roaming around back here. It's either that there was nobody here, or maybe once the siren went off, anybody that was out and about took positions in these buildings.
Okay. Do I see the building that I need to go to that I remember from the vision that Emon showed me?
Yeah, it's off to your left.
Okay. I'm going to act like I'm supposed to be there. Walk with purpose as though I'm headed towards where I need to be.
You're just going to body fight it, yeah.
Right, exactly.
All right, so yeah, you just kind of like hustle. It's like 100 yards away, so you just kind of like hustle over there, acting like, oh my god, the siren's going off. So you go up to the main building, where like there's like the door right in front of you. It's one of those laboratory type doors. This one requires like a key card to gain access to the building.
Can I like confirm a visual on him?
Oh yeah, you're flying the drone around. You knew that it was going to be on the north side, and you got the drone flying up there, and you see him. He goes through the wall, and then he just like runs across the courtyard, and he's like right in front of the building now.
Okay.
So, you said I come up to a door that I need a key card for, or?
Yeah, and in order to gain access to the door to this building, you would need a key card.
Okay. So, I'm going to press my hand up against the door and see if I can try phasing through it.
Yeah, you can phase through it. You can phase through concrete, you can phase through this.
Just making sure it's not warded or anything like that. Okay. You said I don't see anybody around, nobody with a key guard or anything like that.
Yeah, you don't see anybody out in the courtyard, and then once you face through the doorway, you don't see anybody. And like this is kind of like a big entryway area. You know, they have like monitors on the wall. Then there's like couches and seats, and it's kind of like a reception area kind of thing.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna continue on. Kind of keeping an eye out, make sure that I, kind of like I said, trying to walk with purpose because I know where I'm heading. But also keeping an eye out for anybody. This way it doesn't look like I'm, so I can avoid them if I have to.
Okay. All right. So you go into this like entry area. Then you go down this little hallway. Then there's like a single hallway that leads further into the building, and this leads to a door requiring a key guard as well. Assuming you phase through that.
Yep, same protocol.
Okay. So you kind of phase through it, and this leads you into another shorter hallway. Then that leads into leads into several other hallways that lead to like different rooms, different offices, kind of thing. Make a perception. Loving it.
Ugh, okay.
You want to keep that?
Wait a minute. Nah. Can I re-roll that?
Yeah, you can reroll. Before I tell you what the thing is, you can reroll it if you can with like a hero point.
Yeah, I'll re-roll.
There you go.
Sorry.
There we go. Much better. All right. So, so you kind of come in here, and then you just kind of stop, and now you're just kind of taking a listen to see if there's any like footsteps, any yelling, anything like that. You do hear there's people running around in these hallways, getting to where they need to go. Nobody's really kind of like talking, but you can just hear hurried footsteps.
Okay. Have they noticed me yet, though?
No, you don't see anybody. You just hear foot traffic down the hallways.
Gotcha. I misunderstood. Okay. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of face through the door all the way, and go ahead and again keep going where I'm supposed to be going. Keeping a double eye out because now that I know that I hear people, kind of ducking between rooms if I can.
Okay. No, the radio traffic hasn't changed. They're still talking about the werewolf.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, back out on the street. All right. So the van is getting pretty close now, and it's slowly starting to come to a stop. About 30 feet away from you, Frostfang.
I want to go the opposite direction and then head down the way from the SPD building.
So basically go back the way you came?
Yeah, I guess, if that's the opposite direction. Like directly in the opposite direction.
Yeah, so basically like going the direct opposite way would lead you like going down like a main street. You kind of came out of an alley that came into the main street. Then you made like a left, and then like the SPD compound is right there. So you just kind of like turn and you kind of like run back across the street, and now you're like running down like this main road.
Yeah, I just want to be running down the middle of the street, still trying to cause as much of a scene as I can, get more people freaked out, scared, and still giving the SPD a chance to chase after me, since I'm not like in an alleyway or running up a building just yet. Try to get them away from their headquarters.
Okay. So yeah, so they do give chase. So the van comes out, like you run across, like you're like just bounding down the street. So the van comes out in the street, and they start following you. They turn on their, the siren above. The guys that were walking on foot by the van, they stay there at the compound. And then they kind of like secure that area where you were making a scene. And then Amon, you're in the guard shack with one guard. He's on, he's on the radio. So, Punch Drunk, you get this, that they're like, the suspects fled the property down, down the street opposed. The team is giving chase. They should have him in custody soon.
All right, Amon, take him out.
Oh man, take him out. Okay.
Chokehold, baby. Sleep hold.
No, I have something better. Like, look to my eyes. Could you look to my eyes, please? I think something fell here, please. And while he does that, I use my shocking truth power. Okay.
I still think
my eyes. I think I have something in it.
As you're fake tears. I still think the judo chop could have worked.
Drop kick him.
It could have worked if I knew how to do it.
You make like a Okay, so is this like do you have to roll an attack for this, or just like a save?
It's perception range, so basically he's going to roll. He would roll dodge, but I don't think he sees that coming. And he needs to roll will.
What's the DC?
DC, it's damage, so 20.
20.
Yeah, right. And I don't even have to, it has check required, but since I have occult mastery, I don't need to roll. I can get a 10. I get an out of 10. So yeah, he just needs to resist it.
Okay, well, he fails his resistance, and then
it's like damage. Basically, it's damage, but resisted by will.
Oh, okay. So it's like basically it's damage. What?
It's
damage 5,
damage.
you said? Okay, so let me look at the chart. Okay. All right. Well, you give him a -1, so he's like, ugh, ugh. Like I don't know how he would recoil from that.
It's like he's seeing multiple dimensions at the same time. He's like, what the heck? My mind.
He's like, whoa, dude, this is like the trippy. He's like, whoa. He's like just kind of like putting his hand out like he's trying to feel stuff.
My grandma talked about this when she was in the 70s, man.
But no, he does not die. Mordecai, he does not die.
Oh, jeez.
It's not that bad of an acid. It's not that bad of an acid trip.
Yet.
Guess it's time to run.
He does seem kind of distracted by your visions that you're giving him. He's like, whoa.
Like, it's all gonna be fine. Just peer into the infinite.
He does so? You think? He's wearing like a helmet or whatever, but he seems distracted.
Okay, now I don't know what to do.
I think somebody said run away.
Bite his throat.
Bite his throat.
No, I think now's the time for the judo chop.
I would say now it's the time for kicking him in the middle of his legs. And then running away.
Is that your declared action? Groin shot?
Yeah.
I roll it.
I know. I knee him in the groin and then I run away.
All right. Make that attack roll.
Oh boy.
It's fantastic. Fantastic. I love it. This is but see, like, this is where he rolls like a crit. Oh, okay. All right. Well, he gets to roll his parry. Oh, nope. So, like, you go to, like, knee in the groin or whatever, but he comes to his senses just in time, and he, like, blocks your attack. He's like, "What are you doing?" As he, like, yells at you.
You show him the infinite horrors of the multiverse, then you just kick him in the dick.
It's fantastic.
Oh no. I was, flexing my muscles.
Roll that deception. I'm going to see this roll. Okay, well, I mean, now it's opposed by his insight. All right. So you telling me it was like some kind of like muscle spasm or something?
Yep. Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Well, so he believes you, but only slightly. He's just all like he takes you outside of the guard shack or whatever. He's just all like, you stand right there. Then he takes like 3 or 4 steps back from you, and he's got his weapon. Not trained on you, but he's got it like at the ready.
Well, it didn't work as planned, but better than nothing.
All right, so Punch Drunk, yeah, you see all this going down. You see there goes Frostfang down the street. There's the van going after. On your drone, you see Mordecai goes into the building. You're like looking off over there, kind of like at the guard shack, and you see Amon kind of get taken out of the guard shack and just kind of like pushed, and then the guy's just kind of standing there. Looks like he's like guarding him.
What is he doing?
The guy?
I'm gonna text him on. What are you doing?
So Amon,
and I answer like, yeah,
your phone goes off.
I tried to KO him, but I think his mind is too resilient to the horrors of the multiverse.
I think it was like the ball, like the knee to the groin thing, but
no. And then I tried to knee him the groin, and now I'm here.
You attacked a guard, and he's not doing anything about it.
Well, he's kind of like got him like under guard. Like Amon, I mean, he rolled his deception as it was like some kind of like weird muscle spasm or whatever. So the guy's
I didn't see that in character though.
Yeah, well, you don't even know anything that's going on right now back here with Amon.
That's what I'm asking him.
Who are you asking?
Oh, I was like asking Amon over the phone. So I just kind of suppose we're having a text conversation now. That's when I asked. You attacked a guard and he didn't do anything.
Yeah. It's the old and good deception.
Just kind of squinted at my phone.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
He puts like the sad face emoji on there. Yeah, the guard is kind of like, he's still kind of reeling from the, the horrors of the infinite multiverse kind of thing. Maybe he's out of his mind. His head, he has a headache now. He's still seeing like weird visions.
I'm going back to listening on the radio.
And I'm going to sit back and relax and let the plan go its way.
All right, well, the radio transmissions are still kind of talking about getting the werewolf. Now so Frostfang, you've kind of made it further down the street. The van is like going as fast as it can without like running people over, because people are kind of like like water, kind of just getting out of the way as you're like running down there, making a bunch of noise.
Yeah, and if I run by any cars, I kind of just want to grab the end of them and like rotate them, on my way by to kind of
Slow 'em down?
make obstacles. Not really flip the cars, but just as I run by, grab like the back tail light and spin it.
Okay, so you notice like when you put like vehicles like in the way, the guys in the van have no concern about damaging the vehicles. They just kind of plow through it with the front of their van.
Oh my
Um,
God.
You know that those vans are meant for you can drive into quite a lot of they're like APCs, armored personnel carriers, so they're pretty durable on the front. They don't hit it to like top speed or whatever. They just kind of they slow down and they hit it and they push the vehicles out of the way as they're trying to make progress against you.
Well, if they ever get too close for comfort, I'd probably start darting down an alleyway. I'm pretty sure I could just outrun the van if the van keeps going at this current speed, though.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know that you can definitely get away from the van pretty much whenever you need to.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep luring it away from the building then.
Okay.
The
All right.
farther I get away from the SPD building, the less of a scene I want to make. But I still want to make sure they are following me.
Okay. Sounds good. So meanwhile, all right, Mordecai. So back inside the building.
Okay. Snooping around still.
So honestly, the getting to where you kind of need to go is kind of uneventful. Most everybody is kind of like taking refuge. The whole like alarm goes off, go here kind of alarm. Like a tornado drill kind of thing.
Gotcha. Yeah.
People have places that they go, so they're in there. So you kind of have like free reign to just kind of you're kind of wandering around. And because as you scry in here, you kind of have an idea where you're going, and you get to where you need to go.
Okay.
Like the door leading to this laboratory.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. I'm gonna phase my head through and see if I can hear anything on the other side.
All right, hold on. Let me get the map. I can look at this again. Rip. So you stick your head through there, and it's like it leads to like a set of stairs that kind of go down a little bit, but then lead into like a little open area, and then then you can kind of see one door, but then there's kind of like an area you can't see. Let me get you over here.
Okay. So while I'm doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and text Punch Drunk. Like, hey, how's it going with the up top?
They're not dead yet, so we're plan's still going good.
So now we should be good. Yeah, so this is basically kind of what you see. So you're kind of like up here. Maybe if I can get you like at the top of these stairs.
Gotcha. Okay.
Then yeah, you just kind of see like this little entry room here. And then you see there's those doors. Right.
Okay. So do I hear anything yet, or do I like?
No, you don't. You can hear the alarm kind of going off. It's kind of faint, but you can still kind of hear it like reverberating through this area.
Gotcha. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna press on then. While it's keeping an ear out for anybody around. Can I go ahead and move my token, or?
Yeah, you should be able to move your token.
I'm assuming this is a door.
Yeah, there's a door right there. It's one of those ones that require a key card.
Okay. Same deal. I'm gonna try phasing through it.
Okay. I can move. I should be able to move through it. There you go. So now you're in like a, this is like a laboratory looking space.
Okay. I'm gonna check my phone and see if I can send a text to the group and say, "Hey, I'm getting closer to the goal."
Yeah, so all of you guys get your texts.
Copy that.
You're like smiley face emoji.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna press on then.
Okay, yep. We're just gonna run you until you get to where you need to go.
Based on my vision, do I have an idea of where I need to be going, or?
Yeah, you know that you'll need to go. Like there's a door. It's like right here. That you'll need to go down, and then this near one of those ones that require a key card. You're gonna phase through it, I'm assuming.
Yeah, because I don't have a key card, so.
And so then you go in this hallway. Then there's a doorway right here that you know will take you into the laboratory.
So this door right here that I know I need to go through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Same deal, key card or?
Yep, key card.
Okay. Hold on just a second.
Psych himself up.
Okay. I'm going to scry into that building, into that room, and see if I can see what's in there first.
Okay. So you you scry into the room and you see like this is the room from Amon's vision. This is what you've seen before. There's like the big generator. Then it's going. It's like hooked to several machines. You don't see anybody in here though.
Okay, so I'll just phase right through then.
Rip.
All right. Do I see where the generator is?
Yeah, it's this big blue thing over here. This, you know, it's got the big cylinder, the big coils on it.
Beep, bop, bop, boop. Oh, it's gone.
I put it to the wrong layer. Derp.
So close.
You're like, nope, it was all an illusion. The bad guys are waiting for you.
All right, I'm going to sneak up as close as I can and put the tracking device in an inconspicuous location. Trying to guess as to whether or not it'll be somewhere they look for a tracking device as best I can.
All right. So yeah, it's got like it's like an exterior housing made out of some kind of metal that has like lips on it. You know, like it kind of, it's really kind of hard to explain. It's like, you know, there's big plasma coils and there's big like metal housing around the outside of it, but you can still see there's like little places where you could get your fingers in around in there. So you probably take it and you just kind of like tuck it into one of those
Little nooks and crannies. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. You're like,
All
sweet,
right.
haha, mission success.
So I just wiggle it in there and get it nice and tight in there and put it in and depress it to where it sticks and clicks the button.
You're like, didn't even have to use the poster tack.
Yep, exactly. Okay. Then I'm just going to try to get out as fast as I can now that the mission is a success.
Okay. So you know that this area is pretty much empty. Everybody's kind of gone off to their station or whatever when there's some kind of when the alarm goes off or whatever, so you can get out pretty much the same way you got back in.
Okay, I'll head that way then.
Okay. All right, and then kind of back over to this picture. All right, so then do you let everybody know that mission success?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and send out like not necessarily say mission success, but I'll say something along the lines of, we did it or got it.
With the thumbs up, you know,
Yeah.
and the little cat face emoji, you know. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there, just being weird. But so you all get the text that okay, he's got the thing planted.
Right. I'm gonna keep my drone flying over, keeping an eye on things until everyone's out.
Okay.
And now that I got the text, I'm going to go full speed, go down alleyways, go, as soon as they're out of line of sight, go up a building, go across rooftops, just do whatever I can to escape from them as quickly as possible.
The rampaging werewolf pulls out his cell phone for a minute to check his messages.
It's gonna be on the news. It's gonna be great. It's tucked in your loincloth, whatever you're wearing. You know, you're just running down the street, texting with your big thumbs. I think it's hilarious. But yeah, so you're easily able to make an escape from that van because you go down alleyways, you go up buildings. You quickly lose sight of you. The van continues though to patrol the area. Kind of, they're trying to go like a general direction that you're going, but you're able to lose them relatively quickly. And then Amon, what do you do? As you're kind of like under guard right there by that dude.
Can I go home now? I think there isn't much of a problem now that the wolf guy is not here anymore. Also, are you all right? You were a little dizzy some moments ago.
So like you're like looking at the guard, and and it has the other guys come back from that were following the van on foot. They kind of come back up there. They the guards kind of surround you, and then they're like, okay, like, well, we're gonna have to detain you for a few minutes to have you answer some questions.
Like.
He's like, well, we're gonna take you in one of the rooms here in this in this building over here, and we'll sit you down and have a talk there.
Can I at least call my mother so she knows I'm fine?
We're like, yeah, we can give you a phone call when you get inside here.
Oh no, I can. I have a cell phone. So like, I get the cell phone, and I say like, and then I call Punch Drunk like, man, I'm gonna get a distraction, but please get me out of here. Or I don't know, use your smoke bomb or something.
All right, I'm coming in, and then I'm going to send a quick text to Mordecai saying I have to go in to pull out Amon. Keep your eyes peeled for us, please. Then I'm going to get on my motorcycle, and then I'm going to just kind of like drive up in there.
Okay, so Mon, you're on the phone, and it's like the guard obviously knows that you're not talking to your mother. So like toward the end of the conversation, the guy, like one of the guards, like slaps the cell phone away out of your hand, knocking it on the ground. and two
Ouch,
of them begin
man.
and then like two of them kind of like get on you in like arm bars, starting to then they end up getting some cuffs on you. Punch Drunk, yeah, so you come down off your perch up there, you get on the motorcycle, and you kind of come out of the alleyway, and you kind of go driving up there, and you see that they've got him on there, like they've got him in handcuffs, so kind of like dragging him away, and he's got this look of like terror on his face. He's like,
How many are dragging him away?
it's four of them.
And they're all like together, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna throw my EMP at them to disable all their electronic crap,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna yell, "All right, your ride's here, princess."
Oh, thank you, my prince. Now get me out of here.
All right. So you throw the EMP grenade.
Yeah.
All right, and it lands and it goes off, so it burns out all the electrical in the area. How big of an area is it?
15-foot radius.
Okay, so not super big, but pretty good. Yeah, you can hit everybody there. So Amon, unfortunately your cell phone is now EMP'd as well. All the guards like radios and you don't know about their weapons yet because they haven't tried to use them. But as you kind of come driving up, yelling to Amon about his ride being here, whatever. So they turn, like two of them that are not carrying this guy. They turn, they raise their weapons, and they go to fire it, but like the weapon doesn't fire. Then they're like, "What the hell?"
So there's still like two guys hanging on to him.
Yeah, so two guys stepped up with their rifles, tried to stop, tried to shoot you. Their weapons malfunctioned, they failed. You're assuming that your EMP grenade took care of them because that's why they're not working. But then the two guys still have like Amon like by each arm.
Nope, I'm gonna jump up to them, and then I'm going to hit each one.
I would ask if I could use my perception attack on them too.
All right, well, let's roll some initiative then.
Okay.
Let me get your. I don't have your tokens on this sheet. I don't have a map specifically for this, so just roll it like manually, and I'll just put you in there. Boop.
The sheet button only lets me do it if there's a token selected.
Okay. No, I don't want to do it on that.
So I just kind of typed it in.
Okay, you're good.
Whoa! Okay.
Oh, one of these games. All right.
Do you have no bonus to your initiative?
No.
He's like, I don't need no bonus. Get out of here.
Come on.
All right, Amon. All right, Amon, you're first.
Like, boys, you don't know with whom you're messing with. Really, you don't know. So I start staring at them like, oh, look deep into my eyes, into infinity. And then I use my shocking truth attack. Now they need to roll their will.
Now, can you affect all four at once?
Yep, it's perception range. Everything that I can see.
Okay. So there's four of them. Oh. And this is just against the damage, right? Damage 5.
Yeah. So it's a DC 20. Yeah. So, how did it go?
I rolled all four. I'm checking the chart here. All right, so one guy falls unconscious from his crazy visions. One guy is not affected, and two guys basically gain the daze penalty. So the two guys that are on you, one of them falls unconscious. One guy becomes dazed. He kind of like loosens his grip. One guy that attempted to shoot you, Punch Drunk, he not affected, but then the other guy kind of like staggers around. So then it's your turn, Punch Drunk.
So the two that grabs him are dazed.
Well, so one of them is unconscious and one of them is dazed.
And how many still up? 3 of them?
Yeah. So one guy Onamon is dazed. The 2 guys that attempted to shoot you, one of them is unaffected. The other guy is dazed.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll jump over and does the dazed one, does he still have like a grip on Amon, or can Amon like get away now?
It's like a loose grip. He can attempt to get away. I'll give him bonuses.
All right. Well, yeah, the nullify lasts like 1 round after it gets the initial nullification. So I'm gonna jump over and just punch the guy who has his loose grip.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You jump off the motorcycle?
I'll pull right up and like punch him in the face.
All right. Roll it up. All right. All right. Parry. Dazed. Oh, you hit him.
Did I get that nice 10 or more or 15 or more?
You got the 10 or more.
All right, so that's DC 20.
All right, you clock him pretty good. He ends up letting go. He doesn't go down, but you catch him like right on the side of the face. Just boom.
All right. Get on.
Well, it's the guard's turn. So the one guy that just got punched in the face, he's going to try to strike you back. All right, you're easily able to parry that. Amon, one of the guys is going to come over and attempt to strike you with like the butt of his gun.
Not the butt of the gun. No, not a butt.
Okay, now you got to roll that parry.
I'm just looking to see what I can do. Yeah.
Pray? I don't know. I have faith.
What?
Oh, you're asking what you could do against it? I'm like, pray? I don't... Roll. Hope for good rolls.
That would be a good one. Wait, I think I can use trick here, but I don't know how that works.
When you're getting hit, so you just gotta roll parry now. Doing a trick is on your turn.
Oh, see? I told you I had faith. Look at that.
You need to have. You need
to believe in the heart of the cards, man. Oh, yeah, so he comes up trying to strike with the butt of the gun. You're able to just kind of like fend it off even with your hands being bound. And then the other guy comes up.
You say?
The other guy that was dazed is going to attack you, punch drunk, come up to the side of the bike. One of these games, man. One of these games. Okay. All right. So, yeah, okay. So the third guy comes up, tries to strike you while you're on the bike, and fails. So now we're back to the top then. So, Amon, your turn.
Nice. So I'm going to. Okay. What the heck was I going to do?
jump on the bike, I think.
Get on the bike and leave.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I will jump on the bike and say, "Huh, why did you take so long, man? Come on." And while at it, I'm going to say, "Oh, I'm going to, what's the name? To faint. Yeah, to faint with the guys like, oh, look, there, the Wolfman again."
Why'd you take points out of deception and keep using deception skill?
No, that's the thing, man. Now I can use my tactics in place of my deception. Well,
Okay.
at least for maneuvers. Because I was like, man, if I can use for everything, this would be too much OP.
Okay.
There.
All right. And then let's see. Opposed by their insights. So you get into like they all kind of like turn just real quick in the direction that you're pointing with your face because your hands are bound. All right, Punch Drunk, you're up.
I'm going to drive away.
So you just gotta you turn around.
Room.
Yeah, so you just kind of pull forward, then you just kind of then you run. You just kind of drive away. Just a hair slower, just because Amon is not able to like hold on to you while he's on the bike because his hands are bound. But
Are they like behind his back?
yeah, they put him behind his back.
Amon, just hold on with your teeth.
Just
That's not
bite
going
his-
to
bite-
to be good, man. I'm going to hold it with my legs.
Just bite his jacket, you know. All right, so you make your escape.
Hooray!
All right, so Mordecai,
Booyah!
you make your way out of the lab uneventfully. You're able to get back outside. You get back to the wall. You phase back through the main wall, leading back like out of the entire complex. Where do you go from there? Am I having more audio issues? Am I?
I guess we're heading back to Punch Drunk's garage, right?
Yes. Well, I mean, I would assume if that's where you guys are going.
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
Okay. How do you get there? Do you fly?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just fly and do the same tactic, kind of keep low profile, jumping from building top to building top, basically. And just like I said, trying to keep a stealthy out.
Okay. All right. So after probably around 25, 30 minutes, all of you guys end up making it back to the garage. You guys come inside. You're able, as a Punch Drunk, you're able to get the cuffs off of Amon with some tools you've got around the shop there.
Are they like regular cuffs, or are they the same kind of cuffs I saw him put on the Rockman?
They're different. They're more of like a mundane type.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
So what do you guys? What's the next step?
that went easier than I thought it would be.
Yeah,
Okay.
now I guess we can sit and try to follow where that core goes whenever it gets taken.
Right.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Almon's vision wasn't like 3 months from now in the future.
Yeah, that's the problem with future telling. It's not always reliable.
That would
Right.
just be like the best story hook. I'm like 3 months later. You're
That's
like,
fun. I don't mind if it take 3 months. I got other shit to do.
Yeah, you got like vengeance to get and
Yeah,
a shop to run.
I do.
I've got a
Anyways,
shop
I'm
to
gonna-
figure out how to open back up.
I have a shop too, man. I actually asked myself, what the heck happened to it?
Oh, your shop?
Yeah.
It burned down.
Yeah, it
Oh,
burned
no.
down. Just big meteor. No, it's just like since you've been gone, it's just well, don't your parents run it as well, or is it just yours? I forget. Let me look at your thing.
It's from the family, so they probably are running it without me. Without me. I don't know.
Yeah, so you're just assuming that your parents are just running the shop, just wondering like, where the hell is this kid? Such a slacker, you know.
Yeah, probably like that. And just hope they are okay.
All right, so you guys, how many of the transceivers did you make for the thing? Just the one?
I made
start out
only
with?
the one transmitter. So now I want to make a receiver for
Yeah, I see.
I guess one for me, one for Frost. Amon, do you know how to drive a bike by any chance?
Nope.
All right, never mind. So I guess just one for me, one for Frostfang, and one for Mordecai, since we're the ones with any mobility.
Okay. You
Yeah.
want to roll your tech?
Yeah.
This is when it's that one. I'm like, well, we're gonna end it right there.
It's fine. Still got my hero point.
Oh,
No, I ain't gonna need it though.
Nice. All right. So yeah, you're able to whip up the three of those relatively quick. So you get one done. You get it turned on just in case it's relatively close.
Yeah.
And then you get the other two made relatively quick. So it probably takes a couple hours to get all three put together, get them calibrated and all that technological mumbo jumbo.
Right.
And then you turn them on. Obviously. Oh wait, one thing. Then obviously, like you're right from where you're at now to where the transmitter is, and it's too far away. But what are you guys gonna do next?
Guess I'm gonna take a look at my crystal ball and see if I can see anything.
You pull out your crystal ball. You sit on the desk. You just kind of stare at it. It's dark, or it's not showing you anything right yet.
This thing's freaking useless. I slam it back down in my bag.
So you ask the question, shake it, and then you look at it.
Will Andy pick me?
Okay, maybe you should try talking to it. Ask it a question.
Have I tried turning it off and turning it back on again?
Have you unplugged it, plugged it back in?
You already made that joke. Come on.
I always
guys.
like the whispering the sweet nothings to it. That always works for me when stuff doesn't work.
I'm not seducing a crystal ball.
Yeah, whatever works.
Yeah, don't judge it till you try it, man. Don't judge it till you try it.
Why don't you have Amon try one of his powers on it?
Well,
I guess you can take a
maybe.
look at it. Just don't break it.
I don't need to touch it. I just need to see it.
All right. I levitated out of the bag, back out of the bag, and put it in front of her face.
And I start to concentrate, my eyes glowing, and we're like,
Everybody's like standing around, like staring at you, like intently, as you're making all these grunting noises.
I don't know what the heck I'm doing.
So, but when you look at it with your power, with your eye there, you can see that this, that the ball, some kind of enchantment on that allows it to see time and space and dimensions, and it's like connected with the cosmos and all this other stuff. You're just like, wow.
Oh,
But unfortunately, it doesn't show you anything.
dang it.
Do you
Yeah.
see anything, Amon?
Just the cosmos and the dimensions and stuff like that. Nothing too specific.
So what you're saying is you are able to peer into this and see the infinite possibilities of a Heisenberg uncertainty. Interesting.
Yeah, that stuff.
You have no idea what I just said, did you?
Just a little bit, because I just know a little bit of occultism, not much else.
I'm talking
And
about science, friend. I'm talking about quantum
Oh.
superposition. Do you know? Have you heard of Schrodinger's cat?
I didn't even know Schrodinger had a cat.
What am I doing here? I levitate
It's so
the ball
good.
back down into the bag. Never mind.
It's so
Uh,
good.
Maybe I could take a look at it. Bring it to the lab. Do some tests on it.
No, you're not doing anything to my ball.
I'm not gonna break it.
I see he rolls out the cart with like he's got the car battery on there and the jumper cables. He's like, all right, I'm ready.
There's a drill.
I got like an actual science lab.
Blowtorch.
So you guys are going to spend a little bit kind of coming up with a plan of what you're going to do next. So this is where we're going to leave off. I got to get a couple of things done before I go to bed for work in the morning.
Right.
So point-wise, I'm going to give you guys 10 more. So then we'll improve the power level to 7. Just kind of like how the story's going and the things I have planned, like to get you to the level that I wanted you to. I need to kind of escalate it a little bit. But yeah, next time you'll be power level 7. You should have 15 points to spend. You can make your expenditures through the week if you want. Then we're going to do the same thing we did last time. We'll go over them at the start of next week's session. What you bought and thought process behind the purchases and stuff like that, just so people that watch can learn. And then we'll go from there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Gotcha.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Cool.
Maybe I'll get a little bit more intelligent so I can understand the infinity possibilities of what the heck I didn't understand what he said.
Well, all right, gamers. That was that episode for Days Long Gone with the Fridays Game Group. I hope you enjoyed that. We're really building up, leading up to, getting toward the climax here, I think, pretty soon. We're just going to see kind of how it goes. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and the subscribe button if you want to support the channel. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notifications when I upload new content. I hope you will join us again next week for the next episode with this game group, and we're going to see where it goes. They got the tracking device on the generator. Does it get taken? When does it get taken? Where does it get taken to? What's gonna happen when they meet this guy in this suit? Is there gonna be a fight? Is it gonna be common ground? We don't know. We'll have to find out next week. So with that, I'm gonna leave you here, and until I see you again in the dungeon, I'm Brian, your game master, and happy gaming.